Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool channel. Today we're going to do a review of my latest tool. This is the Tpi Scope Plus 440. Some of you may be new to the TPI world. That's the acronym for Test Products International. I don't know exactly how long the company has been around, but they've been around for quite some time. And they make some pretty good instruments. I only have one other instrument that's made by them, and it's the 192-2. This is the multimeter, and this is their Scope Plus. And I'm just guessing that Scope Plus meaning that it's a scope meter plus a multimeter. Now, I've been having my eyes on one of these for a long time, and I was undecided if I should get this or the Fluke scope meter. Everybody know the Fluke is one of the top of the line test instruments in the world. But there are, I wouldn't say I'm getting bored with Fluke, but you almost, when you pull out a Fluke, you just about know who's going to win the battle. Especially if you comparing it with another instrument, or you're talking about the features, you're talking about number one, Fluke is number one basically. But there are other meters out there that comes close and fighting just as hard for that number one spot as Fluke. So I wanted to get something a little bit different, and I didn't want to bore you, but this is something that I really wanted. I wanted this TPI Scope Plus. And I think this is a good purchase that I made. Okay, it may not, I don't think it have all the function that the Fluke 123 or 125 scope meter has, but depends on what you're using it for. It may have just enough. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read off some of the features that they say it have, and then we're gonna go through some of those features by just demonstrating to see how well some of those features work. So let me just tell y'all what they say about it, reading off their website. They say the TPI 440 Scope Plus is a 6 instrument in one. It has 1 megahertz digital oscilloscope, a 4,000 count true RMS, DMM, meaning digital multimeter. It has trend mode, component tester, a logic tester, frequency counter, 20 megasamples per second sample rate, continuous auto set for scope settings, a real-time display with backlight, auto ranging DMM with 0.3% basic DC accuracy, glitch capture, trend mode, frequency counter, logic test, in-circuit component test function, RS232C communication port. That's when you want to connect it to your PC. Optional software and cable, 8 waveform storage locations, min-max record, and a relative button, and they have optional carrying case available. Now, just by looking at it and me holding it in my hand when I received it, I really think it's well made. I really do. It's not like hollow like some of the instruments you find today. I don't know just when this meter came out, but it does have a lot of features on it. A lot of really nice features that that I can use and that I find very interesting. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just call some of the features on here, and we're gonna just go through some of the functions and little demonstrations, and I'll tell you some more about what I think about this TPI Scope Plus. You have a DC volts measurement, AC measurements, hertz, diodes, you have continuity, you have resistance, you have microamps, AC/DC, milliamps, AC/DC, you have amps, AC/DC. You have logic. I never really got into that yet, but I'll tell you about that later on because it tells you just how to operate. In fact, all the functions, because they have a help like a help function on here, like the 289 and 287. When you're trying to find out what certain measurements or how to measure certain things, it'll tell you about that. That's why that this is another nice scope meter. I'm not saying this is the only one on the market that does that, but I do like that feature. Okay, you have amps, AC/DC, you have logic, you have capacitance, you have compare, that would stand for compare, and you have two off functions. You have a D mode, that's to go through whatever mode that you want it to go through. You have a hold, you have range, program, memory, and T-base. I'm not sure what the T-base, I have to really get into the manual again to find out what this T-base mean. And you also have the menu that's underneath, the menu soft keys that's underneath, depends on what function you're in. If you want to like press the rail button to zero this number out, peak hold, you have frequency here, you have peri, I guess that's perimeter, I'm not sure. It's PERI, I have to look and see what it stands for. And you have a function would be number F5, there will be full auto mode. So I'm supposing that once you put it in full auto mode, whatever function you have it on, it does what it has to do automatically. And I'm just assuming that it calculates, because it does mention calculate somewhere in the manual. I read that yesterday. It does calculate certain measurements for you and give you the total or whatever of that measurement or whatever it is that you're measuring. Now, just looking at this meter, I think it's a real nice meter. Come with rechargeable batteries. It also have this charger right here. With the cable. This is from a company, Summit. Summit is a company, I think that's like the mother company for TPI. But this is a class 2 transformer, input 120 volts, 60 hertz, output 12 volts. And this is also UL listed. This is a real nice charger. It's not no cheap charger that the cable. This is a very nice quality made charger right here. So that's nice. And this is the meter. You have a nice stand. It sits up just right, like I guess like a 45-degree angle almost, but it's a real nice stand. The rubber boot is really nice, and that's the port it's kind of like an old-fashioned port. So that's why when I say I don't know how long this meter has been out, it make me think about that when I see this, because most instruments today have maybe like a USB, almost like an HDMI plug on it or what have you. And next to it is where you plug your charger in at. This is the tip of the charger that goes in the top. How long it takes to charge, I'm not sure. I didn't find it in the manual. I will call, because I am interested, because I had it on charge since last night just to be on the safe side. But before that, I had it on charge for a couple of hours. And when I was using it, it lasted for a couple of hours, but it died on me in about 2 hours or something. I don't know if I had it fully charged or what. But I'm going to call TPI, and I'm going to see just how long it takes to charge this battery up when it needs like a full charge. And if any one of you guys know, please leave it in a comment. I appreciate it if you know it. If you have one of these and you know just how long it takes to get a full charge on it and how long the battery. I think the battery lasts for a couple of hours, maybe about 6 hours. I'm thinking. I heard him say that on one of the YouTube videos. If anyone of you have any information on this, extensive information, or you may from owning one, and you can leave it in a comment. And before I go further, guys, if this is your first time viewing this channel, in support of the channel, leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And that's just to support the channel. And also to when you hit the subscribe button, on the side there's a little bell. Hit that bell. That's a notification bell to let you know whenever I upload another video, you'll receive notification. Plus, it'll put you in circulation of all of my other videos that I have on YouTube. I have a great deal of them, and I'm sure out of all the videos that I have, you may like at least one more. I hope anyway. But check that out. I got some good stuff out there. So this is the video itself. this tester itself is a real nice tester. It's a high quality tester. Even the leads that come with it, they high quality leads. They have the little, I call it like shield that will prevent you from, like if you probing a circuit board, you want to accidentally touch another component and shorten something out, and they do screw off. They do screw off, and you can screw on the crock clip, any crock clip with a thread on it, with threads on it, and that's really nice. They are not like the hard PVC. They're very flexible, and they're nicely made. So the leads are also good. It's not like, I have to say, it's not like when you pay for a fluke. If you're paying $900 for a fluke and they give you a set of leads that look like they cost about maybe $10. No, these leads are really nice. They're really nice. They're better than the leads that you get from Fluke when you first buy some of their meters. Instead of having to buy extra meters, extra leads, the better ones, you get it with these. I get it with this meter. Now, I'm gonna go through some of the functions. What I want to do, I'm gonna do a few. I'm hook up to my mains. I'll show you how it shows you the trend graph, or trend scope, I should say, or trend graph of the voltage, if it's clean, sine wave, and things like that. It also shows you the hertz. It's a dual display. Shows you the voltage, shows you the hertz at the bottom, frequency, or hertz, however you call it, at the bottom. And we'll show you, it also show you the scope, the sine wave. Also, they have a help function. I'll get into that in a second. Also, besides other features, we're gonna do some like capacitance testing, resistance testing, and things like that. So let me just set it up, and we'll get into some of that. But let me back up some so I'll have some room to work with. Okay, so let me hook up the mains first, main voltage, and then we'll get that out there, and I can start do some other little testing with it. Okay. Okay, I'm hooking it up to my mains. Okay, now the backlight itself, I'm gonna turn that on also. I don't know if you can see that, but guys, keep in mind I'm recording off my phone, my iPhone. As you see, it gives you real time, a real time graph right here, trend graph right here of the voltage. It's 123 volts, it's 59.9 hertz, and you see the wave right here, the sine wave right here. And I think that's really nice. Now, also, if I want, let's just put, it also have min max on here also. So I'm going to show you that. But you have to press the hold. Wait, let me see which one I got. I'm sorry. Right here, F2, there'll be peak hold, and it should give me the min max at the top reading, which would be 123.1, 123.0, and it give you the min max still with the graph. I think that is so neat. I really like that. Now, you have a few more settings down here, like frequency, and I told you full auto mode, and have a rail button to zero things out. But that's just one of the features. Also, what I'm gonna do, let me turn the lights off right quick just to show you how it looks. The light itself, I guess by being older, I don't know just how old, like I said, when they first came out with these meters. But the meters up to date, most of them have the white LED backlight. This one is like a greenish. That's their trademark, TPI. Most of their stuff, all their backlights on most of their meters, even the one I showed you earlier, they have like a greenish backlight. It is the brightest. Is it the brightest backlight? No. But on this one, you can kind of see it's okay compared to the other one. So let me turn the lights off, and I'll show you about the backlight. Just show you just how it looks. Now the backlight is on. That's the backlight. Okay. So, Okay, pardon the glare. That's from the blinds. I do have cold. Let me take it off. Okay. Let me. That's how it looks. Let me bring it back just a little. Or should I bring it up just to show you just how it looks? I think it's a really nice. I think it's really nice. It's not terrible or anything like that. I'm just telling you the backlight itself. It's like a greenish, and for the most part, I think it's okay. Now, any blur that you may see, it's not the meter itself. It's my camera, I would say. So, but other than that, I really think it's a really nice meter. Now, it has a lot of functions. I'm gonna show you another function on it that I really like. For example, if I needed help and I didn't know how to use this meter measuring mains voltage, I will press this. Let me get back some. Okay, I will press this button right here, and that's the help button. Now you look up here, it's gonna tell me what to do. You see the help button here? Let me get you closer so you can see, and maybe you can even read some of the stuff. But it does say, it tells you what leads, what ports to put your test leads in, common, and the one right here that say volts, black, red, and it also tells you, they say test procedure, warning, never attempt voltage measurements of more than 1 kilovolts or 1,000 volts or unknown, or unknown voltage. And they say connect the test leads as shown, and use the menu buttons and function buttons, okay? And you get that with any function that you put this meter on. Is any measurement function you put it on. If you need help or don't know, and you need to know how or what ports the input to put the leads, just press this button and it'll direct you on which one to put the correct ports to put the leads in. Now, let me see again. Also, to get out of that, you just have to, let me bring this back some. To get out of it, you just have to press it again, and it defaults back to the screen that you just left. Now, again, let me show you something else. I'm going to unplug this. I'm gonna get out of the min-max, because now since the last time it has changed to this. They say the minimum is 122.3, the max is 123.2, and the current voltage is 122.3. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get out of this. Okay, and let me take this out, and we'll just. And I'm looking at the designs of this multimeter, and the way it's made. I would say this meter almost like it's made like this one. I'm gonna show you. This meter here is by HT Instruments, and what I mean by made like this meter, you could tell the little curve right here on the side. Mega also have their meters looking like this. Their insulation testers with this little curve on the side. Also, let me see another one that kind of have it, but it doesn't look at all of them have this little curve. Even this is kind of larger up here than at the bottom. But this one here looks like, it's kind of like almost the same. Okay, now, put this back right here. Now, what I'm gonna do this time is, forgive me if I miss some things on here. I'm just trying to cover everything I can, but I'm gonna test capacitor. That's what I'm gonna do, capacitor here, and I'm gonna see just how well it does. And then I'm gonna do a resistance test, because I wanna see myself. None of these tests that I've done before using this meter, but I wanna do it now and see. So again, I apologize if my voice is kind of a little low. I'm trying to let me get this. Remember, I'm recording on my phone. This capacitor here is what is it? So let's say 30 plus 5. Okay, so it's a 30. It's 30 microfarads plus 5. So I'm gonna try this right here. And we're gonna see just how well this meter does on this capacitor. And this is a brand new capacitor, never been used before. So I just want to see just how well it does. Okay. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'll move my hand out of the way so you can see. 508. Okay, that's good. Let's go to the other one, which was 30.7. Okay. Now, let me see what else I want. That's good. I want to do the resistance now. I'm going to use this resistor substitution box and let's see just how well it does with that. Okay. So here we go. And I think they have this what shows up here when you doing ohms. Okay. Let me get it where you can see it. I think that's neat. I like that. Now Fluke have something like this with a little, little demonstration here. I guess you would call it that. This little picture here that's showing like an open and closed circuit. So let me. Okay. So push that back some. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with, let me make sure I got this thing right. Let me try, what is 4K? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start off with 4K. That'll be 4,000 ohms. Okay, 4.7, that's good. I'm gonna add 3,000 more to it. That should be 7. Okay, I'm gonna add 2,000 to it. So far it's keeping up. I'm gonna add 2,000 to it, so that should be 9. One more thousand, be 10. Now I'm gonna add 40K to it. So that should be like 50 kilo ohms. 49.9. Yeah, good. I'm gonna add 30 more. That should be 80. 79. Really good. I'm at 20. That should be 100. It's 99. And 10 more. That should be 110. That's good. And just for giggles and laugh, I'm gonna add 400K to that, so that should be 500. Let's see what it did. 0.5, okay. 8, yeah. 300K more, and 2 more. Yeah. I think so far it's looking good. It's looking really good. Now, what I want to do, I want to show y'all how this little I'll keep it on continuity and show you how this little not a diagram, but this little picture here, how the circuit closes and how it opens. If you're doing, I guess if you're doing continuity. So I want to show you guys that. I'm going to bring the camera in some. Okay. So, okay. Here we go. See how it closes? I think that's neat. Now I don't know if it's the leads. I'm doing it like they be doing. I guess on how fast it is. It's not fast at all. It could be the leads. But next time I do a review on this, comparing it with another scope meter, I'll put some some probe master leads, and I'll just see. But just to show you how it closes. So I think that's neat. Also, they have a function on here when you testing like resistors. Let me see. I think that's it right there. It tells you. I don't have any resistors, but if you, or diodes, I'm sorry. What is it a diode? But let me see, make sure. I think it's a resistor. It makes a full circle to tell you if they're like either a circle or a line or whatever, something like that. I would have to get into the manual, but I don't have any of those components around. But just to show you how it, hold on a minute, let me try something. I don't think it'll work. This. I'm about to try something. You can see a resistor, and this is the resistance box. So let me try this and see what happens. Okay. Okay. No, it's not doing anything. It's something I'm not doing right. But it says something about a resistor. If I'm testing resistors, either this box, either I'm not doing something right or something wrong. Maybe. But anyway, it does have a lot of good features on here. I like this meter. I really do. And send a shout out to TPI. You guys really did a good job, a fine job making this, putting this meter together. I am pleased that I did purchase this meter, and you know, this is just the introduction of this. That's why I'm doing this video, introduction of this meter. I'm going to the next couple of videos. I'm going to compare this meter with another scope meter that I have, and other meters that I have here, just to test out some of the functions. But I am pleased with this meter. Let me see what else I can show you here. I already told you about the program, the range. You know about that. And I guess for right now, right now, I guess that's just about it, guys, until I really get into the manual. I just want to do, like I said, I want to do an introduction of this video just to show you, introduce this meter to you. I'm really pleased with this meter. Let me do one more thing. I want to see a weigh-in, because I told you before, this meter is kind of, feels heavy. It really feels heavy. So I want to do a weigh-in of this meter. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Oh, it's pretty heavy. It's 1 pound, 14 ounces. So let me just try it up against this other big meter right here. That's 1 pound, 14 ounces. 1 pound, 6 ounces. I'll tell you. So it's 8 ounces more. This meter is 8 ounces heavier than this HT instrument. But guys, you guys stay tuned for the other videos that I'm going to have coming up, displaying this meter. I just want to compare it with another scope. Another scope meter that I have, and compare some of the features and what I like and don't like about it. So far, I like everything about this meter. There's not one thing that I found about this meter that I don't like. Leave a comment, guys, if you choose to, and hit the like button, subscribe button, and hit the share button. All that is in support of the channel, and it's for free. Until next time, fellas, I want to tell you thank you. You guys be safe out there, and peace out.